back for him. We made it to the cruise terminal. It was a long adventure. Our original ride did not make it, so we had to Uber. The port of Southampton was super organized, and we were out of the car and on the ship in maybe 5 minutes flat.
Checked in at the desk and
all good.
Should I have one of those?
Thanks, you want. Where'd they go?
They were taking a selfie.
Oh. All right, here we go. Shit. All right, next stop, Subway. I know, crazy. Was not on my 2026. Well, it was on my 2025. Yeah, what are yours?
What are yours? Time. We're getting grilled cheese on this cruise.
Itinerary is just a social construct, apparently.
Yeah.
The fantasy.
Like it looks
What a
like
beaut.
it's raining. Next time we get that red, please.
Hello, good morning. Do you have the little slip of paper with the
I do.
QR code on it? Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good time.
Oh, they're ahead of us. Sprinkle?
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 Sprinkle, perfect. Fancy fantasy, please welcome to Sprinkle Valley.
We're on board.
I like cheesy.
Come on, family. Your room will be ready at 1:30.
Thank you.
If you're looking for your lunch at this time, Cabanas Oven, Leg 11, or Animator Palace, a la carte. So you choose whatever you like. Okay? Enjoy.
Silver family.
Fancy fantasy, please welcome to Heaven Valley.
Our first stop was actually to deck 2 at Enchanted Garden to make a quick dining adjustment. And then after that, we headed on down to Animator's Palate for the sit-down lunch. This sailing was the 7-night British Isles, but about 2 days before the sailing, we got notified that the entire itinerary got changed to a Norwegian Fjords cruise. It is popping.
Awake was the one giving her a problem.
We loved starting sailing off with the sit-down lunch. We really liked the beef empanada here, and then also this gumbo was super, super good, as well as many of the other soups like this leek and potato soup that we had, and then we also enjoyed this penne pasta as well. All right, doing our first room. 8674. There they are.
Yep.
It's our home. So we have just a regular standard veranda. I think it's a 7A, which is plenty of room for us. But then what is new is we got this Navigator's veranda.
Honestly, if it's rainy,
Yeah, it's like a nice like covered situation. See the IKEA. Actually, the like actual port situation was super nice. That building was fairly new. But anyways, yeah, so this was something new. We just like thought I would try it. We don't have the one with like the cool patterns and designs on it. We have the half window, but that is still okay. I actually really kind of dig that. So then we have our split bathrooms. We have the shower room. And closet with our life preservers, laundry bag, and the full closet. Additional life-saving devices. Yeah, pretty standard. One thing I do love about classic style ships is you get the little drop shelf right here. Just walk in and put our things down. We love these rooms. Yeah, got our castaway gifts. Oh yeah, it's the same. Our gold lanyards, wet dry bag, and the tote. Honestly, the tote and the wet dry bag are both like
Goated.
Yeah, they're good gifts. Goated, as I would say, goated.
I do appreciate the lanyard too. I think I actually prefer the old one because you put more stuff in it.
I was about to say I liked the old lanyards. I liked that they were just a little more simple.
Yeah, but they are useful.
Yeah. Alright, Katie's doing our magnets. We put mostly Run Disney magnets because we don't know what else to do with them regularly. But then we have some other ones that people have given us or Pixie dusted us, like that fantasy one in the center. Of course, we have DCL podcast ones. We don't have Mouse Gen ones though.
We're probably not going.
Yeah. They're pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, this is very Barcelona.
Is it?
Yeah, like that.
Because that's supposed to be like the key.
It's just like that very Gaudi.
Like those. Let's see what it's called.
We go in here or the other side? Yeah. We are. Oh, what is this one called? Carousel Bar. Yeah. We're waiting to go into champagne tasting in Ooh La La, which is like kind of like an embarkation tradition for us all now. Our first drink tasting of this sailing was the champagne tasting, one of our favorites to do on Embarkation Day because this is a very elegant way to start off a sailing. We were actually so pleasantly surprised with this champagne tasting because the previous ones had all been very similar and all of the champagnes on this really had us guessing. We did not get any of them right, and it was way different than the champagne tastings we had done in the past, and we loved it for that. Cheers. First cone. One of our favorite ways to spend a sail away from any port is up on currents if your weather is nice. We had a great time just connecting with friends that we knew would be on board here and enjoyed this beautiful sailing out of Southampton. It was really cool because there were a lot of different like castles and forts on the different sides of the channel there, and we really just had a great time hanging out until it was time to go and adventure on. We have gotten our cove, which means it's really started. We hung out at Currents for quite a while, had a bunch of people show up to hang out, have a good time, and have drinks.
Hi, sorry, the beginning of Finding Nemo is happening. It's sad.
It's true. We're going to go back to the room and unpack, and then do music down in Carousel until it's time for dinner. We are late dining, so our dinner doesn't start till 8:30, which is like crazy late. I mean, we pick it, but...
Yeah, we'll survive. We'll get used to it.
Yeah, it'll be good. We like late dining.
That was a egregious oversight. So
La Piazza, or the Carousel Bar, was one of our absolute favorite places to enjoy on ship. We pretty much found ourselves down here listening to music every night before dinner. Of course, we could easily pop into O'Gill's if we were feeling a beer that night as well, which we did several times. But yeah, just the entire Europa district on the Fantasy was absolutely fantastic.
Like 80s. When we, so was that last year? This year? Like 24? The thing in Rossi's? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then it was time for our first rotational dining at Enchanted Garden. We love the first night of Enchanted Garden. It is one of our favorite rotational dining menus aboard any ship.
Oh, that is convenient. Thank you.
Favorites from this meal included this mushroom tart, which was a little different from when we had it on previous sailings. We also really liked this cream of asparagus soup. And then the prime rib was probably one of the best red meat options that we had on this sailing. It was a really great dinner to start off. Being late dining, that wrapped us up for the first day, but we had a whole sea day the next day to enjoy the ship.
Starting our day off, coming to the cove. I'm gonna probably do breakfast. Katie's going to the gym. We'll get started with the day. Oh, look at all these. Looks like a scorpion. Frog?
Maybe swan.
Possibly swan. Bear? Not sure on this one. Looks like another bird.
Another bird.
We love starting our morning at the Cove Cafe. The salted caramel coconut latte is one of my absolute favorite things to get aboard the ship. Hot or iced, it is always fantastic. And we could start off with a couple little treats out of the case here. This was actually our 5th day into the trip because we did 3 days in London before the sailing. So we also started off the day with a trip to the laundry facility. While that was going, I headed up to Cabanas to grab a quick bite for breakfast. I love the really just basic options that you can get up here for breakfast real quick and easy. Nothing like a Mickey waffle with that strawberry comp. We spent a lot of this morning bouncing around doing various trivias where they were available. We did not win at all, but that was okay. And then something new we had done that we hadn't seen before was this Star Wars Superfan Challenge, which was super interesting. It was a different twist on trivia, and it was single elimination. Sadly, we did not make it to the next round, but there were 4 different rounds of this game that were all played differently, which was really refreshing to see for a trivia-style activity on DCL.
Come on. You with her.
Check that. What are you doing there?
After that, Katie and I headed to go do the sit-down lunch. Honestly, this was one of our least favorite meals on the ship, but the tortilla soup and the French lentil soup were definitely redeeming from it, but our mains were both not very good. Next up was heading to the shop to check out some of the merchandise. We decided to skip going there the first night because we figured there would be less people and they were open all day during the sea day. And we really wanted to check out the European-specific merch, which they had a ton of and a ton of availability in various sizes. We did take home this Spirit jersey, but we were just happy to see a really cool variety of European-specific merch for this sailing, and we definitely took a little bit of it home with us. Then we grabbed some more coffee at the Cove, and Katie and I headed down to the Buena Vista Theater because we had not seen Fantastic Four yet. That pretty much brought us to pre-dinner, where we, of course, had to go to La Piazza to hear Andy, our favorite pianist, on board. Then we headed to Royal Court for our rotational dining dinner. A couple highlights from this included the French Brie, one of our favorite appetizers on board. For my main, I had the lobster pasta, which was decent, and then I always have to finish off this meal with the creme brulee, one of my favorite desserts on board.
Writing was so funny.
Yeah.
For someone who is older and that I.
Our next day brought us to our first port stop, Haugesund, Norway.
Good. How about you? Good. Yeah. Weather's cooperating.
We had rented a car for this day, and I have to say this was the easiest car rental experience of our lives. It was right off the ship right here. There was no desk to deal with. We just grabbed the keys and we're on our way. We decided to do a hike that was recommended to us at a place called Himakana. It was a 45 to 50 minute, very scenic drive over to where we were going. Alright, so we just parked in this lot. There's a little pay station here, and there's bathrooms right behind there. We're gonna go hike Himakana. Hey! So it took us, what, like 45, 50 minutes to drive here?
Yeah, about 50 minutes.
Getting off the bus was getting off the ship was super easy, though.
Super easy.
Yeah, fast.
Yeah, car rental was right there. It was, Book Nor, was that what it was?
Book Bill.
Book Bill.
BIL.
No.
Yeah, like book and then BIL, and way cheaper than Avis and anybody else. Awesome company, bookbill.no.
Yeah, car was there. It's like a nice, like, new electric car.
Yeah, easy to drive.
Yeah, pretty drive-in, too.
Yeah, super easy driving over here too. Nothing to be afraid of.
This was a 4-mile hike round trip with about 1,300 feet of elevation.
Yeah.
It took us just over 2 hours, but that was with staying at the top for about 30 minutes. But this was an absolutely amazing hike, and the views just got more and more beautiful as we made our way up to the top. I don't think so.
stroll.
While the path was well maintained, this was a pretty strenuous hike up to the top. One thing that was pretty cool was they have a guest book at the top of many of their hikes that you can sign into. So we did take the time to do that. And because we drove here, we actually got there pretty early and were up there by ourselves for probably about 30 minutes. And then as we headed back down, this is actually the DCL guided tour headed up.
Back at the ship. It's like, this is where we drop off the rental. Ship is right here. Pretty swell. Alright, we're gonna do something new. Steve's very excited about it. We're gonna ride the AquaDuck, which I've never ridden. It's also kind of cold out, it's gonna be fun.
See, when we talk to everybody else that rides it around in the Caribbean on the 3 days or 80-degree days. Wimps.
All of them.
I did it in Norway. It's snowing.
Yeah.
Disney Polar Plunge.
Me too. I'm gonna go sit. I'm gonna be the bag holder.
Me too.
It's the perfect day to use the AquaDuck. Cold and raining.
I unfortunately did not pack the right equipment to film my first AquaDuck experience, but we had a blast. We were the only two adults who were there riding it multiple times. And then we got warmed up, showered up, and headed to La Piazza, of course, for music and pre-dinner drinks.
To you, Jolly Man. Crush, I'm not really comfortable with this.
Why not?
I don't know anything about talking to humans.
Ooh, I can speak human.
Our next rotational dining was Animator's Palate. Of course, we have to start with the pasta per sets, and then we love this butternut squash soup. And then we had tried the pork chop off recommendation, but it did disappoint a little bit. But this Mickey bar did make up for it, as they always do. And I do always like the lemon icebox cake from this dessert.
Let's hear you.
This was an absolutely amazing intro into Norway. We had such a blast. Again, this hike was called Himakana. It was pretty strenuous and had quite a bit of elevation. Some people on the DCL excursion did not make it to the top or even close, but no matter where you were, the views were absolutely amazing. But this was an amazing first 3 days of our sailing, and we are looking forward to sharing the rest of our adventure with you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, all of that fun YouTube stuff. And you can subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/mousegen if you want to help support the channel. And you can find out more about this sailing at the DCL podcast as well, where we have a full episode outlining the entire sailing. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.